Welcome back. Hey. Alright. Short break, but it was good. I really needed to hit the restroom, get out of the chair for a minute, grab a nice cold soda. So, yeah. What are we gonna do? There's a whole galaxy out there. Should we go check in with Artemis? Finding ourselves a new system to play around in. I want to keep in the back of our minds potential base planet. Want to find a new planet? Something pleasant without nasty storms or just occasional storms, but is otherwise awesome. And good resources. Most important, nice color palette. Plenty of daylight. Interesting plants that are easy to shoot for basic resources. Well, yeah, you know, we want a base planet. We want a home world. We want to find our special place, and we can make a few of them. But I think I'm ready to set up another. I even thought about this planet where we already have our first base. We can make a bigger base on this planet. It's been pretty nice. It only has the most occasional rad storms and it has good resources, but we should find something new. More adventures, more places. Let's go check in with the life form and locate ourselves on the star chart and see what Artemis says. We could also check in with Nada and Polo.
Radiation protection.
In fact, are they here in this system, or we can summon them in this system? May as well then. What is it called, Daimola? Let's see here. A supercritical planet. Got more than just that. Oh, fuck. Can you actually destroy your ship and damage it that way? I mean, if you could, that's what I would do deliberately. That's like the ass end, huh? Is it just it's... No, it is. My brain is just nothing is working today. I should just gone back to bed today. I'm afraid if I touch anything, it's gonna break. Freeze or something. Hello, Nada. Physics simplistic. Chemistry arbitrary. Existence fragile. I am terrified, traveler friend. Nada watches suns flare and die on their panels, molecules sparking in and out of existence in matched pairs. There are repeated patterns all across the galaxy, identical elements where there should be endless divergence. This cannot be a coincidence. Did the Atlas do this? Across the room, Polo giggles. How about a shortcut to the center? Wait, a shortcut to the center would be a black hole, wouldn't it? We already got a location for a black hole. We just have to decide if we want to check it out. So what makes a black hole besides its obvious foreboding darkness and unknown danger? What actually makes it so dangerous? Is it where you end up? Is it something that can happen to you while you're traveling? Something near the black hole? We already have part of the Atlas path in front of us. I don't think we need another... I don't know how it works really, but I think he would give us the next leg of our path to another Atlas station. I believe we already have one. Quest resources to aid exploration. How about a sweet treat? I only wish for me to be happy. Traveler hopes to make progress, test themselves. So it basically jumps you to a random point, kind of like what you do at the Stargates, but completely random. So exactly like what we do at the Stargates, since I don't have any codes, I'm just going blah 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 blah. Basically like that. A mining beam, module B. So I already have 2 supreme upgrades on the mining laser. We're not using the personal force field. If I dismantle it, we could have an adjacent slot for that upgrade. It's not a great upgrade, but it might add something. S-Class is 17% mining speed. The B-Class probably won't add that much. Even worth it? Still not using the force field. Even if we don't install that thing, I'm not going to use the force field, and not worth anything. The Stargates, you got the option to know where you're going. Yeah, and the black holes, you have 0 clue, period. As far as this multi-tool, it's a B, and we might... I've turned down a couple A's. We're waiting for an exotic weapon, aren't we? And are exotic weapons available with a good number of slots? Or are the exotic weapons all max slots? This thing is almost repaired, and we may never even need to repair the last slot. I don't have anything to put in the other slots yet. We don't have deuterium for pulse spitter yet. I'm not even using the plasma launcher, let alone modifying it. Tell you what, I'm not using this force field. I'm just... It's gone. We can rebuild it whenever we want. It only takes an ion battery and a tech module. And even though it's not a great mod, we got it for free. We've got it in our inventory. Let's install it. And it should wrap and... yeah, bind with those others. There it is. Ideally, you want the alien or experimental ones, or what you're looking for. And where have you seen them most? The merchant on the space station in Affluent Advanced Systems? Or have you lucked out and gotten them from NPCs on quests, or from monoliths? Or where have you found stuff like that? Was there data to mine from the wreckage of the patrol drones? The bounding quadrupeds? The striding colossi? And friend is unharmed? Oh, I was harmed. So Polo tries to appear aloof, their eyes blaze with relief at the sight of me. They still care then. Small smile accompanies my compensation for the Sentinel data. So, multi-tool, we were just talking about that. We have slots for the multi-tool, but I already have most of the tech we want. It's a pulse spitter would be nice, but we already have the blueprint, so he's not going to give us a pulse splitter blueprint. I don't know, is he going to give us a mod, or I think he gives us a blueprint tech at this point. So, exosuit. Yep. I would hope for a good mod or something. I've only seen it once in an outpost. You didn't have enough cash at the time to pick it up. What kind of cash did they want? Starship tech. What might we get? The only thing I really want is another phase beam upgrade when I can afford it. And shields, more shields. We can get that stuff at space stations. I don't know. I can't even remember if we're getting a blueprint or a mod. Strong suit, a long life, friend. Given me much to consider. Do find more interesting stories for me? Ugh. Alright, see, that was kind of wasted. Life support module B. We're down to the really generic. It's a pretty crummy mod. I don't think we want to put it in there at all. Here's a Supreme life support module upgrade. 50% solar panel power, 64% tanks. I don't want to take up part of my general inventory for a B mod here. To drop it. Thank you, Polo. You can have it back though. This thing still won't talk to us. Not much. Korvax simulation terminal unlocking data log for analysis. Ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. Huh. Okay, we doing? Where were we going? Called the anomaly, but were we going to the space station to warp out somewhere? No, we lifted off the planet. Called the anomaly. We can always jump from a system we've jumped from before and try to find a new place. But it seems to make sense that if we're trying to find new places, we at least want to move in some meandering direction. If we keep starting from the same point and finding new systems to jump to, we're not really getting anywhere. So let's go to one of the systems we've already jumped to, and then jump from there somewhere. Quick look. So here's another freighter and some frigates. That freighter. I don't want to land on it. I just want to look at it. Get a good look at it. We're on the underside. The frigates, I should recruit another frigate, right? The revolver class. Incoming message. Fleet frequency. Traveler, do you seek new starship entities for your fleet? You will find this vessel more than meets your needs. Inspect frigate. Ooh, our vessel shall be yours, traveler. D-class trade specialist. So did I screw up by sending the other frigate, which was a combat craft, on a trade mission? Look at the stats on this. No combat stats, but it has trade stats. Did it basically get blown up into a state of disrepair because I sent a combat ship on a trade mission? Did they screw up the trades that badly? Fuel requirements, 10 tons for 250 light years. Mood bubbly, and it cost 1.8 mil. I don't know. Do I want that? What do you think? Chronic, anyone else? Is it worth spending almost 2 mil for our second frigate to add to the fleet? It's a trade specialist C-class. I know so little about how this is gonna work when we deploy them. Alright, I'm gonna pass on it for now. They don't seem to be rare. There'll be plenty of opportunities. So that's a revolver class, is that what you called that? The freighter, not the frigate. Looks kind of like the chip from Terminator 2. Yeah. Dice is working on. Would be nice if the game were eventually patched with a way to summon a different ship when you're at a space station or swap it out. Be awfully helpful. Check the merchants, but I just get distracted and do something else. We were here to leave. We were here to go somewhere and then find another system to jump to. We had the Artemis target life form back in Akita. Let's just go there. Maybe we can warp from here to somewhere new. Checking the merchants. That's the community name, because no official names. Got another shield module. S rank shield. Toxic. I don't have a toxic yet. Might be good to pick up a toxic module. So those would go somewhere here. But the toxic module here, it's too bad that rad isn't adjacent. Although, I don't know. So these three stack because they're adjacent and they're the same type. These two, the DNA repair and the toxic are all the same type. We were just rolling in nanites. I could repurchase the rads and we'll put the four of them in a row here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying or doing, but I guess for now I'm gonna put it there. If we want the toxic, we'll put it there. You get one shield mod. That's another option. We buy another shield mod and let those stack. I think I was given that as a reward, an A class, and we've got an S class, and we could stack another. Don't so much need that unless we're getting into a lot more fights. I'd rather have the toxic resist. I can only afford one S-class mod right now. Phase beam. Okay, I said I wanted to stack another phase beam mod. Do you think they stack up to 3 of them? That'd make the ship do some crazy damage. I wonder if the color would change. It went from red to a teal. I wonder if it will change colors again. So there's one phase beam module. See what this is, but it doesn't. The small weapon. He's got the S-Class scanner mods. We don't need any more. We've maxed out, but when we get a new multi-tool, we're gonna need to find 3 more of those. Scatter blaster, mining beam. Alright, I'm gonna grab the tox and end up on a really toxic planet. Of that.
Product received.
Vacuum detoxifier. We'll need a stack of ammonia to charge it, otherwise it'll take ion batteries. What other waypoints do we have? Crashed freighter. May have done already. They'll be marked. Trading post. Stuff. I don't know. And some stuff. There we go, Tijorb. Been there a few times. It's hard not to get overwhelmed by the increasingly great number of systems and planets that you kind of know you wanted to check out again and you forgot about for some reason because there's too many and you can't keep track of them. It stirs some unrest, but... Venator, Sentinel, Blade, Cargo, Centrifuge, Galleon, Enterprise, Hammerhead, Oculus, Revolver for the different types. And what's the nickname for the one, the Star Destroyer we've got here? Blade, Guardian, Venator, Venator. First order of business, just in case something shows up, we're gonna summon one of our other craft. In case something shows up we want to trade. Remember how I found a spot and it kind of crashed last time? So this way, Starship? There we go. We've got a busted ship is active right now, so if anything decent lands that we want to pick up, we can trade for it without having to worry about losing our exotic. Or not being able to get it because we've got the exotic with us.
Radiation protection falling.
Name of the Republic Star Destroyers from the Clone Wars, the Venators. Cadet! I approach the life form, they spit into their own palm and bow to me. They issue only a single noise. Grah! It is unclear if Artemis's translator is working. Spit and bow to the life form or ask for information about this star system. Well, we are supposed to ask about information, but I'm awful tempted. No. Ah, death, death! Haha. Calm down, I outrank you. Just because I don't understand your culture yet, I still outrank you. Lifeform barks, snarling, spittle flying from the thing they call a mouth. I spit and bow, emulating the lifeform's strange motions. They scream, withdraw a dagger from a holster at their side, and slice open their own palm. Well, I'm not doing that. Maybe I am doing that. They laugh at me, offering the dagger. Copy the life form. Well. I suggest they should calm down. No, I can be more outrageous than you. I'm gonna cut off my hand. I run the dagger along my own palm, little blood emerging through my exosuit. The hole quickly seals itself. The life form appears to find my behavior hilarious. Ah, the interloper actually did it. Thinks it's Vy'keen. Thinks it's warrior. What do you want, pathetic interloper? Just mark the chart. I give the life form. I ask the life form to decode the star chart and provide a route to Artemis's location. What is this nonsense? The location does not exist, or the Vy'keen would know. Just ask if they could have made a mistake. Well, somebody's made a mistake. They did not respond well to the insinuation. They made a mistake in analyzing the star chart data, shouting, "Death!" Apologize and leave. Yeah. I don't think we're being as observant and responsive as Artemis would have us be.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, if we're leaving, we'll... That was weird. That was weird.
Radiation protection.
I'm not sure if that went badly or very badly. There's a... Is that a purple ship, or it's just the radiation is making it look purple? The blue craft with stubby wings. That's kind of like a little slave one. In fact, look at its landing pads. It's... not what I was thinking of. It had the same landers that ours did, but... Tag the building.
Hostile scan detected.
That Artemis? Is this override? Hostile scan from Artemis? Signal override Artemis. There you are. I found high ground. I think. Whoa, we got incoming. This is not good. When you arrive, I'll find my multi-tool. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? Because I'm being shot. I tell Artemis locals cannot decipher their star chart. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are we actually taking damage? Hey. Crackle with interference. Artemis looks up. Stars. They've altered. How's this? This is not cool. We need to get out of here. I do not want to get blown up. This is so not cool. What do you think he's saying? Signal cuts off. That's good. Before we die, please. It's not fucking cool. Alright, we weren't actually taking damage, but how was I supposed to know? Getting shot. That was just all kinds of messed up. We're also getting messed up now. Recharge, that's good. Alright, so sorry I spammed through all of the Artemis dialogue, but that was rather stressful, getting attacked and not knowing if we were taking real damage or not. No, you locked in on the wrong one. I just set a tag, and then I hit the pulse, and it locks onto the wrong, because that's how it goes.
Technology recharge.
We need some tritium.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Alright, so the tritium stack's building up. We have salt and chlorine here. Are we getting salt and chlorine from the meteorites? This is the freighter. So I don't even know. What random stuff were we not able to pick up out here? Should be able to pick up gold. Might have been platinum. Yeah, filled up on tritium. Hey, deuterium. That we can get deuterium from up in space. We can make the pulse spitter if we got more deuterium. Hold on. You got more deuterium for me? Deuterium, please. Don't suppose those orange crystals are the deuterium. Steam? I thought you said stream for a minute. Is Steam down? Anyone having trouble with Steam? Deuterium has not gone up. But the little pop-ups aren't entirely clear because they lag and stack and don't always show everything that you got. More tritium. I'll tell you what, we got plenty of tritium. Drop that stack. It'll start a fresh stack. Just hoping we find a little more deuterium. If we could get 200 units of deuterium, we could make a new rapid-fire gun mode with a multi-tool. Although if deuterium is that hard to come by, we might want to wait till we have a better weapon to install it anyways. Save the deuterium that we got here. Still at 59. Oh yeah, we jet all the way up. I like it. I was afraid I was gonna run out, and then I realized I might even clip the top. That would have been a hard fall. Terminus activated, multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. To Apollo. Apollo, huh? Oh, new traveler? Look at his arms. What happened when I was talking to Artemis? That was really freaky. Something terrible has happened to Artemis. Their signal cut off as they were surrounded by strange figures. They were described as having seeds of glass within their skin. Before they went, they managed to transmit the frequency for someone named Apollo. Artemis transmitted frequency for someone named Apollo. I do not know if this stranger will prove friend or foe. So I regret clicking through the Artemis dialogue, which I wouldn't have done if we weren't being shot at the time. And it shouldn't have mattered. It didn't matter. In the end, we had full shields after the dialogue. What would you have done? I panicked. I was get me through this dialogue as fast as possible so I can not die in my brand new exotic ship. Transmission is silent. Stranger just stares at me. I like a good staring contest. Identify yourself, or I end this call. Are we a friend of Artemis? Yara Traveler. We were trying to be a friend to Artemis. You may not be friends with Artemis. No, you're not. Ask why. That's my favorite question. Why do you use that word at all? Friend, it is just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Fuck you too. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care if some dream says we're travelers. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable contract time. Artemis is in trouble. They attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the Hollow Terminus network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. The Vy'keen will pay handsomely if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this recording of yours? The portals? Perhaps they're the key. I could agree or suggest that life is worth more than money. Well, it sure is. He's not gonna like that, though. But fuck him. You're worried about Artemis? Don't be. If we can figure this out, we can save them. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can come to an understanding. If you're gonna work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really, the same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants and space stations to get the blueprints you need. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing. Ghost in the machine. A multi-tool trader. Blueprint trader. Yeah, sorry, I didn't take kindly to him telling us we're full of shit. It just wants me to go to the multi-tool trader at the space station, but we've been doing that already. Ah, wonder what we're supposed to buy. I guess we're still, these are like tutorial missions in a way, because I've been doing many of the things that we're now being told to do step by step. Yeah, we've done that. We've done that, and we've done that. That's fine. Feels like the quest is playing catch up with what we've been doing. Also, that's the multi-tool vendor. So why are we being sent to this guy? He's not the multi-tool vendor. We're not the multi-tool trader. Nevertheless, he's offering a powerful modification for our equipment. Cyclotron module. That's okay. Return to space and contact Apollo. Really? A ballista upgrade? That's what Apollo wanted us to get? Bullshit. Excuse me. What? A worthy cause. This is all the way back to the holographic tower just to tell Apollo we got a little upgrade for a cyclotron ballista. I don't even have a ballista installed. I'm not going to install a ballista. Not even if he wants me to. Alright, if he demands, then possibly, because we want to advance. Get out of here before another exotic lands and I can't do anything about it. You are not alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There is no need to hurry. Sounds like the first time Artemis contacted us. You will find us when the time is right. No, that's not Artemis. Ghost in the machine. Return to space and contact Apollo. Oh. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job is not going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. Okay. What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. Might not be heading back to your base. I think we're well supplied. We've got... I don't know what he means by a while either. Got a backpack full of basic supplies. We're good for hitting hostile environments. I don't know how the freighter will work. If we're going to be able to just push stuff up. We're good. Let's go. We're interested in how long he wants us to come away for. Looking to drop the stream in half an hour or so, but let's see what happens. Let the hunt begin. I've detected a Korvax installation on that world of yours. The interference in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetics delight in espionage. Point out, Apollo is robotic. I'm not robotic. I was born just like you were. But this is no world for flesh. My brain, what organs I have left, everything was transferred into this shell. This is who I am. It's driving me a little nuts having to bounce back and forth, but there is text on both sides of the screen that my big head blocks, so I could hang from the ceiling. How did this happen? Say you feel sorry for them. I think this would have been intentional. The first guess is this would have been on purpose. No, it wasn't on purpose. Took your revenge. time came. That is all you need to know. So, start from the hypothesis that the Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do they activate it? We need to observe. We need to summon them. And what better way than to attack a Korvax factory? They are both robotic life forms. Too much in common. Too much coincidence. They're both robotic, therefore... Come on. Like Mr. Logical Fallacy here. Enter the factory and hack the terminal within. If we gain data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we'll have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spikes on that world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. Hey, I've got the location of a bunch of portals marked. If you want, Apollo, we don't have to piss anyone off. We're finding portals without doing that. There are other ways. I've kind of got a list. Got portals on... Alright, I can't read my own handwriting, but I wrote down the name of planets with portals. Yeah, okay. So what do you want us to do? Attack a Korvax facility. On what world? That world of mine. What world of mine? Ah, is it even a system? Yeah, there. Okay, come on. Panning, 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 panning. There. On Yachea. Actually, Yachea, we already have the location of a portal on Yachea. Or at least that there is one. We have been through a portal on Yachea. Can there be more than one portal on a single planet?
Hostile scan detected.
This timing. We're gonna get another fight first.
Warning. Threat detected.
You want our Korvax casings? Those can't be worth too much. Alright, so the 3 of them coming in. That's 2 of them coming in. Oh, you guys made a mistake today. I like the distance on this phase beam. It's a straight shot. You don't have to lead your shots. You just have to get the reticle in the right place. Menace. We're no longer a troublemaker. Now we're a menace. 40 ships destroyed. The phase beam, it does a great job of clearing asteroids as you fly through them. Dennis, indeed. Mr. Wilson! Gorgeous. Look at that. So, what should I say? Attack or infiltrate? Infiltrate. Oh, lovely. Gotten more of a bolt caster upgrade at some point.
Technology recharge. Technology repaired.
Come on, start scanning. Wanna scan? Far away? Weird that you can't actually scan these. They get a red dot, and you can scan them, but you don't. They stay that way. Hug me them, and they stay red. Enforced door. Does this work like the others? We can just hit the terminal? Is this sort of our tutorial for how to break into a facility? Because we've done a lot of those already. Orig Sago Labs. The terminal houses a blueprint, an upgrade for my exosuit. However, I find few clues for Apollo. It seems the Korvax within left this world many days ago. Apparently recalled on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Let's see if we can find anything in the logs. This place seems to have been more than just a factory. It was home to the Korvax who lived within its walls. It appears they were experimenting with autonomy from their collective. Video evidence. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement within the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There's something in here with me. Back away. Good luck. Shine a light upon it. The small, hairy creature, shaking and afraid, it cries out. The animal appears to have lived here for quite some time. There's a nest in the corner, vestiges of food upon a small dish, even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been a companion for the Korvax. My scanner tells me the creature is gravely ill. It will die, no matter what intervention occurs. You can feed the animal, and then it will die. You can euthanize the animal. Gravely ill. It's horrible things. Or do nothing and just watch it be scared and die. So, I mean, we can kill it now or put it out of its arguable misery or feed the animal and it will die no matter what happens. Well, geez. Kind of rough. I mean, you know, we feed it now, it'll probably starve to death anyways. I don't want to talk about euthanasia. Let's at least be kind to it. Nervously, it takes the carbon and begins to eat. Ugh. That didn't help. Just feed the thing. Yeah, look at what happened, though. Moments later, it violently coughs up much of its little meal, only to try to continue the process, shivering with every mouthful. I move on from the factory complex, leaving the animal to its fate. Eat it. Hey, Mom of War. Weird that the Sentinels are looking for me, because I'm right next to them. They get confused by buildings. Can we do a normal, can we disable the alarm? Is there a normal puzzle in here now? Chromatic metal. Boiler unit. Sodium. Well, that's different. It's not a puzzle, it's a repair. What good did repairing it do? Nothing that I can tell. Wait for them to stop searching. Sentinel Force deactivated, but the alarms are still blaring. Well, this is not like your average abandoned facility that we break into. What was the point of repairing anything? Zilla, you think there would have been a solution that rewarded something if we had euthanized it? Possible, but it's not a normal abandoned building. It's a Artemis Apollo quest. The quest updated, by the way. Return to space, contact Apollo. After my attack on the Korvax facility, the Sentinels came, just as Apollo promised. Now I must find out whether our theories about the portals are true. What I'm thinking is it was not like one of the other... I'm hoping it wasn't like one of the other puzzles. And it was just a similar template. Yay, if you see that one, yeah, you can try euthanizing the small, scared creature. It only happens once that you know of. I'm not planning on reloading. I'm just looking at when it would be. The manual save I just did, and the autosave when we got out here. Hey, do you want to see what happens? You know, I'm not big on reloading saves, but this is a different situation. I mean, this game feels like a different situation. We're not cheesing our way through a story. We're just, I don't know. Most incredible outcome would be a small reward. Yeah. Well, I'm fine with just leaving it. Just roll with it. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much in this case. Good work. Your attack on that factory paid off. Did you get any useful data? We could say no or ask what happens next. No, you know we didn't get any good data. Smart-ass Apollo. I recorded countless signal flares when the Sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. It must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They're all linked. I know it. Guess this is where the game tells you to go check out monoliths and that they're related to portals. Well, we have been to monoliths. We have 5 glyphs from graves, and we've been to monoliths and found portals by inserting Vy'keen daggers. And I get the feeling he's going to walk us through the whole step. Is he going to make us go find a Vy'keen dagger? Good luck. I'll speak to you on the other side. I mean, we could tell him a few things if he'd let us. Game was probably just testing your moral compass with the same outcome. Regardless, with just how shitty you feel afterwards. Isn't that life? Portals, new guide entry unlocked. We're being sent to sources, okay. Yeah. Laylene source. That sounds like another portal I've been through. The name sounds familiar. I think I've very possibly been to this portal. If it's a portal we've been to before, maybe it'll already be charged. Not too much longer. Chronic, I probably won't run much past the hour. I was out this morning. I got a couple hot dogs before the stream, but I really haven't eaten much today. Probably half an hour. Although I may, I don't know. See what happens with Apollo here. The next scheduled stream is Thursday. I guess there's a chance because of the type of game it is, that I'd be a little more open to doing an extra stream. So maybe tomorrow, I might pop on tomorrow. We'll see. Pillars. Unenka Bata. Elma Yankar Juheko. I don't know what to expect as I approach the structure. An army of sentinels, perhaps? Some gateway through which I'll find Artemis? But in the shifting structure of this monolith, I can feel something else. A story. A vision. It's already burning itself into my eyes. The Traveler. The Traveler awoke beneath the shadow of a red star. Through the lonely cosmos they fled, yearning for purpose and meaning. They found an anomaly, an aberration, adored to the heavens. No Gek, no Vy'keen, no Korvax could see it. Only the Traveler could perceive the portal, though they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language, the glyphs. They did not yet grasp the price of the final truth. Witness glyph. I am filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. As I depart, I spot a sentinel drone in the distance. It moves away quickly. We got a wanted level. Link detected, tracing to source. God, he's just sending us all over. What the hell's that? Gee, is that like, are we being shot at? I should make sure that... We want to get them in searching mode first. Remember what happened before? We don't want to get bugged out here. See if I can get the sentinels off before we... I know we should be able to lose them in the ship, but if you remember when we bugged out the other day... Maybe he said we'll be away from the base for a while because he's going to make us go through a portal to a system that, you know, the only way back from, we can't warp and we can't teleport until we've portaled back. Chronic, if the patch was rolled out, it should have supposedly fixed that. The patch would have supposedly fixed what? Generic J, what up? I had to do a double take. Welcome back. Okay, see, we've been here. Stone's already... He's making us retrace our steps. Sentinels bugging out. Are they again? I wasn't paying enough attention. Are you sure they're not being kind of normal? Oh, the Sentinels. Oh, fuck. My stream of consciousness is wrecked. Thank you. Got it. Don't mind my inability to follow your answers to my questions 15 seconds later. I am fragmented. As I approach the structure, I feel the same burning sensation in my eyes. There's nothing to read, and yet I'm more aware of these words than anything I've ever known. The Sin. The Traveler found a way. They always did. The first drone screamed when it was cut open. Within the shattered memories of Sentinels, the Traveler found the glyphs they needed. They passed through the gateway, emerging before the face of omnipotence. The traveler asked the Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. They had seen so many in their life. They did not wish to die before they saw them all, and the Atlas answered. This is a very large number. Quadrillions. You counted out. More than could be seen in any lifetime. It was impossible to explore the universe before the traveler died. Witness the glyph. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, part of the code I need to activate a portal. I think of the Atlas. I have encountered this name many times in my travels, yet its true nature still eludes me. A vision fills me with fear. Very likely portals have been through. Was it 18 trillion? Are you sure it wasn't more? I didn't really... I kind of glazed over when I saw it. The thought was, if it got just big enough that I wasn't sure, I'd just be like, it's which? And yeah. Could have gotten to trillion though. Was it just 18 trillion? Okay, I haven't been here. Still think he's gonna end up taking us to a portal I've already been to. Viking word for Gek. Real big. It's a real big number. Big number. Big. Big, big.
Ground protection falling. Units received.
Suck Finera. Name sucks, dude. Scan whatever's on the other side of this hill. We're seeing something through the hill, right? Did you see that red dot? Worth units. 326k. No stomach. Diet feces. Calm and rational. I don't know, you eat feces. How rational is that? Maybe it was quintillion. Ah, that's why I took a guess. Alright, I don't have any Viking daggers with me. Korvax casings. But something tells me, unless he tells us how it works and tries to teach us that we need a dagger, we might get a freebie somehow, and I don't think he's going to send us to one we've been to. Everything here is tinted with that same red, the same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. I can only hope this structure holds the final glyphs, that my trial at these ruins is nearly over. The purpose of infinity. The Atlas told the traveler they were the first of their kind, that a multitude would follow. Each would be endowed with the same noble soul, each able to travel from planet to planet in eternal solitude. Glorious. The first traveler rejected the gift of the Atlas. This world was not what they hoped for. What was the purpose of infinity if you could not see it all? If you were alone? If you would one day die? The first traveler cursed the Atlas, claiming that they would find a way to survive no matter the cost. All of these worlds, all of time itself, it will be for the travelers to witness. I'm filled with the knowledge of an ancient traveler. I see glyphs in my mind, the final portion of the code I need to activate a portal. Okay, tracing to source. On-world, off-world, where are we going now? Mercenary. I don't want to take 4 hours to get there. Let's cut the time. Come on. Picky pulse drive, lock it in! Visitation of Strixgeva. Traveler, anomaly confirmed. Breach, breach, breach. Do you think I've been to this portal and charged it and used it? I wonder if it will remain charged. It kind of looks like it's already charged. Glyphs lit up there, but also a mission, special tutorial-like mission. Let's see. I approach the portal. I think of every passing thought and idle wish that led me to this moment. Within this gateway, I might find Artemis. I might find the source of the Sentinels. I might find a whole new universe. But it is more than this. This is not fate. I am making a choice. A leap of faith that somewhere out there in the dark, I will find who I am meant to be. I step forward, not knowing what I will find on the other side, but I feel it deep in my heart, the call towards a deeper truth. This will be the start of everything. I didn't have to input any glyphs, so it's auto input. And where are we going? Well, who knows? See you on the other side. Oh, another cool looking weird one.
Warning. Hostile system.
Breach hostile system. Again. Sentinels limited, flora non-existent, fauna absent, resources common, weather absent. No weather. Atlas protocol initiated. 16, 16, 16. We get stranded here, maybe even without our ship. Ship hiding back there somewhere. Could be without our ship. Did you find a chill planet for a home base? What do you think? Just get pulled onto the Atlas station. I'm gonna learn the word here, isn't there? The Viking word for doomed. We are doomed. 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 Maya's singularity. Hello, world. That's cute. Did we just turn on an old program? The text blinks before me. It awaits input. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travelers. We once aspired to more than dirt and dust. The audio clicks. Time passes. Show me a world, Atlas. Show me something no one has ever seen before. The voice ends. The interface grows silent and still. It awaits a command. Perform diagnostic or wipe system. Well, you can always wipe the system, but it'd be a little late then for diagnostics. It has been, what do we got here? 19 billion years, or 19, yeah. Since the last diagnostic, 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters. 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters? Two million actionable observations awaiting analysis. Subroutine. Sentinel. Status error. Null value. Subroutine glass. Status operational. 4,182 breach attempts. Subroutine traveler. Status operational. 458 critical error warnings. Exomind structural integrity compromised. Immediate repairs required. Initiate personality interface. We're going down the rabbit hole now. Traveler. Reality fades. Everything does. My body, my voice, my soul, all of it speaks to me. The Atlas stands before me in all its might. I want to ask about Artemis. I want to find them, but something is happening to me. I need to get out of here. I need to scream, rejoice, submit. We have been to an Atlas station. We have already spoken with the Atlas. Apparently, we're doing things quite out of order. And the one thing Atlas demands is submission. Is it not? We submit to Atlas, we gain a piece of knowledge. I tried to submit, but it is too late for that. Far too late. I have belonged to this creature my entire you got me, my entire life. Weird how reading something can derail a... simple word, even. I think my eyes went to the word will. Submit to the will of the dark side. So which world are we being dropped on? A weird one? It's the same system. Same planet. Locate your starship. Not that far. This is that same planet, ACV.
Commencing hypersystem suit visualization.
Which ship? What ship? What ship is that? That's not our ship, but alright, we'll gonna work out what the hell is with that.
Units received. Units received.
Besides how freaky that is. Hold on, so this ship, yeah, it's just one messed up ship. But we had everything that was in our main inventory and our cargo inventory. Ouch. Barren world. I want to take a moment to comment on the on-stream, off-stream versions of playing this game. This game was a gift from Woo, and it's just been perfect for streaming and perfect for playing. They want to check if it replaced your ship. It might have. Do you really think it might have replaced our exotic? Like, totally replaced it? Okay, we probably can't summon anything. It's still there on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. But we had 6. Let me see if I can even figure out what's missing. We renamed that one. That was a mistake, but Radiant Pillar, I think, was our starter craft. Reckless Mirror. I think that might be one of the ships I salvaged. It's like it randomly picked one of my ships and it picked one of the junkers that I pulled out of the ground. Summon Radiant Pillar. Yeah, I don't think it replaced our ships. I think it randomly picked one of my ships. And the one it picked was just a crapper. It was one of the busted ones. That's okay. As long as the other one's intact, our exotic, it was there. There. That's it. Haraka's Flying Explorer. It hasn't been renamed yet. I think we'll be okay. Man, we can just really jet off the ground here. Look at the cuts in the ground. See them stretching off into the distance. Something raked over the surface. What I was gonna say, at least start to say, I didn't really have a whole point. Wow, look at how high we go! Holy shit! Boom! That's insane. Love it. This game, played off stream, is rather meditative for me, and it's a lot. Yeah, zero grav, or something near. We're still falling, so there's some gravity or whatever the explanation would be. But why are we able to jet so high? If the gravity's that low, why are we falling at such a normal rate? Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's our B-class hauler that I pulled out of the ground and never really repaired. Your starship. Thanks, game. Stress beacon. I don't know, what am I trying to say? This game is really chill on stream, and it's even more chill off stream. Okay. We've been doing this for years, and I've played all sorts of games, and some of them I do better with as a shared experience than others. this is one of those games which works very well as a shared experience, but also works very well as a solitary experience where you can just kind of space. Okay, C-Class, whatever. It's a C-Class. I kind of recognize the name. I think it's the one I pulled out of the ground somewhere. And I don't know, it looked like one of the crappy ones that I didn't do anything with. So whether or not it's that one, it's not actually going to let us summon, but that's the good one. That's the exotic. Still there. Scenario iteration 2311876661T transferred, deleted, probable boundary separation failure, vessel 16 emptied, sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer unknown, diagnostic no connection, analysis awaiting fresh iteration, anomaly containment prepared. Traveler anomaly detected, position log, system integrity scan initialized, anomaly is compliant. Locate board. Escape to my ship. Yeah, glad of something familiar in this strange world. I don't know this ship. Where has the portal taken me? I was caught in the gravity of the infernal machine, not strong enough to resist. It identified itself as Atlas, the entity so many worship and fear. I saw no sign of Artemis, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did I even step through that gateway? Why did I follow this path? Because I can. Rescue Artemis, to kill Sentinels? Because I can. I tell myself that I do all this because I can, that I do not really care about Artemis or about the Sentinel threat. Perhaps that is true. Perhaps I need no higher purpose. As I stare at the console, an opportunity presents itself once more. There's an inbound transmission emerging from a location on this very planet. You are not alone. The signal appears to be coming from beneath the surface of the world, using the same words that led me to Artemis so long ago. I must descend into the deep to find its source. So, you've stuck me with this weird ship, and it needs at least... What happened to the launch thrusters? I would have repaired those if it was the ship I pulled out of the ground once, though. So we're gonna need some dihydrogen. Woo! Chronic, you're just curious if it does replace the ship. It would be a kind of dick move. You've not gotten to this bit yet. You have all A and S class ships, so if it replaces one, you're going to be hella pissed. I really don't think it did. I think I am just confused about what I pulled out of the ground. I know I pulled out another B-class shuttle, and yeah, I did pull out one hauler, and you know what? It was probably this C-class, Prime Pillar EQ8. I didn't name that, but I think that's the name of the crappy one I pulled out. It sure looks like it, man. There's no way the game would take away your nice ship and give you complete broken crap. No way. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Dihydrogen jelly? And did I need more than 40 for dihydrogen jelly? Alright. Launch thrusters repaired.
Technology repaired.
Where are you taking us? Oh. Going up there. Okay. Here we go. of Testbury 11 Zines. Beach, gotta head out? Alright, you take care too. Good to see ya. Your week's going alright. Good rest of it if we don't catch you again for a little while. Yes, initiating landing. You can do that? You can land upside down and it'll initiate landing and then well then. Incendiary dust here. The name of the ship that bothers you, the first ship you get is called Radiant Pillar, and this is the Prime Pillar. You're curious if there's story-based ships like where you're supposed to do this before getting all the nice ships. Okay, I don't like it, but I hear your theory. I approach the source of the signal. A hologram appears. It is Artemis, but there is only silence. The slow pulse of cosmic noise in the signal. Oh. Are you there? If Artemis can hear me, they make no sign. The hologram just stares. It's strange, but I feel a sense of deja vu, as if I've been here before, right at this very moment. Are you here? Where are you? They came, watched closely. Machines, murderers, against the... As I move closer, the Artemis projection begins to speak, its words punctuated by a strange static. The voice falls silent. The projection looks at me. Something is very wrong. And the hologram. It bears the exact same signature as every other transmission I've received from Artemis. There is no ulterior source for the signal. Everything they have said appears to have come from this cave. As I stand here, Artemis begins to speak. Where are... Called them, but still beloved. Anomaly, they... Nada. Polo, watching us. Tracking. Mistake. Abandoned, but it wasn't. Through the portal. Please, don't trust. I'm afraid. Aren't? I don't know how much comfort we can be. The projection fizzles away to mere static. This echo is all that is left of the entity known as Artemis. A grave of glitched data in a sunless cave. My friend is dead. Perhaps they were never alive. I depart for the sunlight. I must tell Apollo what I've seen. Okay. Contact Apollo at a holo terminus. Scan your surroundings. Are you saying we are close to a holo terminus? Really? We are pretty close. We'll fly there, though. Really close if we fly. We could run there in a minute, but... How are we doing on fuel? Launch fuel? I don't have... You know what? I could make launch fuel, but I actually don't have much. Because all my, Wait, is launch fuel uranium? I've got uranium. Oh, yeah.
Technology recharge.
Well, if you can hang out a little bit, Chronic, we might find out. How are we going to find out, though? I know we didn't lose the other one. It's still on the summon list. If this did take the place of something else, I don't know how we're going to confirm that. But I know I had one of this design, this body. I did pull up a hauler. We might even be able to scroll through Discord a few days back. Like last week on Discord, I might have said, hey, I salvaged a C-class hauler. It's possible. I really think I did. And I know I said B earlier, but if we get back to the freighter, there are a couple B-class ships I salvaged as well. That's what I was complaining about. I should never have salvaged all those ships at all. Warning, network compromised. Manual override. There are no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors. Manual override. The warning messages cease. Some new frequency shimmers into being. Break. Data stream overridden. Not Apollo. It is Arms. You are not alone. Tell me, what's the point in living if we know that life will finish? Death does not erase life. Just we improve the lives of others? Say you do not know the point. Well, that is a possible point. That is not a point regardless of whether it's true. Death does not erase life. I like the ring. It has a nice ring to it. Glass, I really don't know. Ah, but it does. All those moments gone. Everything that came before, meaningless. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more after a fashion? What would you do then, I wonder? Well, I would need to know more. Would we do it? I would need to know more. Ah, very well. A skeptic. Well, Artemis was already dead. Your journey to save them has failed. What do you have to lose? The blood of Artemis is data. The heart, it's glitch. I can help you retrieve them. Put Artemis in a body like this? We require a mind arc, a receptacle for their soul. Can you do that for me? I'm reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with them when you're ready. The stranger offers me blueprints for something they call the Mind Arc, a device they claim will allow me to restore Artemis to life. I accept, not knowing who this stranger is or how they possess such knowledge of my adventures. If there is a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. Living glass and a microprocessor. We actually have... I believe we have the recipe for living glass. Could be wrong. No. Okay, specialist terminals required. Find a way back to your base or construct a new one with the base computer. Are you? Are you? Artemis repeats these two words endlessly, unable to see my face or hear my voice. I must craft a mind arc before I can help them further. Alright. We do need to wrap soon, but we're, you know, where are we? Let's see if we can make some sense of this. We have a couple options. We could put on... we could try to go to space and warp. No, that wouldn't be very helpful. We could try to go to space and see if there's a space station. Did we see a space station when we were up there? We were bouncing between a couple planets, but I don't remember noticing if there was a space station. Or we build a teleporter and see if we can use it. I don't think we're going to have to go back through the portal. It's not like the other portal situations, if I had to guess. This isn't a very cool planet for a base. I don't really want to make a base here. Should we... Let's see if there's a space station. We can always come right back down. If we have to build a base and a teleporter, I guess we will. Wait. That marker's just back to Artemis. Reach the rings here. Looks like we've got a space station. It's a good sign. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to teleport to and from this system. What system are we even in? far are we from where we started? Wow! We are 1.2 million light years away. This system is really far. This is the furthest we've been from where we started. Here, gonna let me. No, you don't want to let me scan that? Okay, how about this? I'll see. Well, let me scan that. No. Had we already been to the space station? I don't know if it's just that I didn't eat enough today or what, but my brain is somewhere else. Think in a straight line. And you know what would be really cool? If an exotic docked here right now. Then we could trade this sucker. We have been to this station, though, haven't we? I should check if there's an I think I see an exosuit upgrade. Maybe we haven't been here. Okay, what's the price up to? 160 for a general slot, 350 for a tech slot, and 800 for a cargo. We'll stick to drop pods for the tech and cargo. I don't have enough nanites to buy anything like an S-class mod, so I'm not gonna bother looking. Check the teleporter if we can get back to our base that way, and if we can, then we're gonna check on our exotic. And yeah, Chronic, if you have any ideas about how to try and confirm what that was, I'm just saying it matches the profile. We're not trapped here by the portal that we came through. I'll be happy once we summon the exotic, but you want to make sure it didn't swap ships on us somehow. I think it just pulled one from our... I don't know why it wouldn't have been the one we were using most recently. You are looking into it now? Okay. So... transported back here. And the starship is still that one, Prime Pillar. Where did it drop it? Put it on the pad, or on the ground, or nowhere? Fine.
Radiation protection falling.
But it definitely assigned it as the ship that's active. Alright, let's look at the body types here. That was our starter ship, the Radiant Pillar. That was the one we bought that I've been flying around in for the past week. That was the one I salvaged during a stream, and you guys watched me grind out trying to repair it for almost a whole stream, and then I spent more hours after the stream, and then decided it wasn't worth it, and stopped using it. Okay, I got scared for a second. Reckless Mirror, I think, is another one I recklessly, and I kind of remember the name, it was just silly. I remember saying something about it, something about the name. I remember salvaging that one. And I only salvaged one hauler. And I know I salvaged a hauler. That's the one, Chronic. So whatever happened, it just pulled another one of my ships. That hauler was my dumpy hauler that I never used but pulled out of the ground. And there's the exotic I was flying when we got the mission. It didn't go anywhere. I think it's all good. As for the name, maybe because it was a salvage ship in the ground, it had... I don't know why it would sound like the Radiant one. But I'm glad to have my stuff back, even though we didn't have that much stuff in it. Tyrium. Let's keep it in the roamer with our odds and ends until we have enough to make the spitter. Keeping the resource stacks going because when we're in space, we're just going to keep rebuilding them anyways. Pulse engine. Launch thrusters. Ditch that extra tritium for now. Okay. We're not going to use that mod. Are we ever going to need that lemium? Should I just send it up to the freighter? Start a small stack. Here's what I've been sending up to the freighter. Mineral stacks. One of the frigates took... There were 2 units of fuel here, and I didn't manually fuel any frigate, so one of the frigates took fuel on its own. We need 100 dihydrogen to craft frigate fuel. Okay. Point. Anyways, I'm just sending resources, stacks of resources, and odds and ends up to the freighter for now. Things like chlorine are worth a lot. As that stack builds up, we should make a trip from time to time to dump it and sell it. Some of these I'm saving because we might need them at some point. I don't know. Just getting used to having a freighter. I'm glad we made it back to base. That was all very, very weird. And our mission, now that we're back at base, has become same thing. Advanced components require a base scientist. Select scientific research missions from the log. Advanced components require a base scientist. We have to recruit an NPC for our base. This isn't the base I would have planned to recruit anyone for. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap up. Oh man, brain lock. It's just been a rough day for my brain. It's not even in a bad place, it's just in a bad way. It just isn't working. Oh, but we're back on home turf. So I'm gonna check out for the night. I'm sure I'll be playing some more of this. I'm pretty addicted to this game. I'll be playing some tonight. I'll try to figure out what's going on. We might have an extra stream of a few hours tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be back at it on Thursday. Thursday's stream will start late like today's did. I've got an extra job. I'm running some shifts, and I will be done later than the stream used to start. Or, anyways, it'll be late like today. I don't know exactly how late. So I scheduled it for 2, and if we can, I'll start it as early as 1. Until then. You all had a good day, despite the madness. You all have a peaceful evening, a good night. Thanks, HC. Cheers to you. Eat and Generic J. Guardian and Dilla, if you're still out there. Bomb of War, thank you. Cheers. You all on the other side. Thanks for the great company, as always.